Hey there, fellow enthusiast. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our intergalactic community. Today, we're taking a break from our Martian adventures and heading way further out. That's right, we're going to explore what it would be like to live on my favorite distant planet, Neptune. Buckle up, because this is going to be one heck of a journey. Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun, and it's located a whopping 2.7 billion miles away from Earth. That's over 30 times farther from the Sun than we are. Neptune is a true mystery to us, largely because of its incredible distance. Even our best telescopes struggle to get a good look at it, and we've only sent one spacecraft, Voyager 2, to fly by this gas giant back in 1989. Neptune is known for its beautiful blue color, caused by methane in its atmosphere. This gas giant has some of the most extreme weather in our solar system, including winds that can reach speeds of up to 1,200 miles per hour. Imagine being in the middle of a storm stronger than anything we've ever seen on Earth. But that's not all. Neptune is also a planet full of water. Scientists believe that deep beneath its thick atmosphere, there could be vast oceans of water, possibly mixed with ammonia and methane. And who knows what mysteries lie within those dark, unexplored depths. So, what would it be like if we tried to live on Neptune right now? Well, let's just say it wouldn't be a vacation spot. The planet's surface isn't solid, and with temperatures dropping to around -214 degrees Celsius, -353 degrees Fahrenheit, we'd be facing some seriously cold weather. And don't forget those supersonic winds. Any human trying to set foot, or more accurately, set hover, on Neptune would need a fully pressurized, insulated suit capable of withstanding the crushing pressures and freezing temperatures. Living on Neptune would mean living in floating habitats high up in the atmosphere, where conditions might be a bit more manageable, but still incredibly hostile. Think of it like living on a cloud that never stops storming. But let's get a bit more imaginative. What if, somehow, life had evolved to survive on Neptune? What would these alien creatures be like? Let's dive into some truly alien life forms that could exist in the deep, dark oceans of this mysterious planet. Meet the Vortex Glider. The Vortex Glider resembles a translucent manta ray with elongated, wing-like appendages. Its body is semi-solid and jelly-like, giving it a flexible structure that can change density to rise or sink through different layers of Neptune's dense ocean and atmosphere. The creature's surface is covered with bioluminescent cells that can pulse and shift colors rapidly, creating hypnotic patterns. The Vortex Glider's wide, wing-like fins are perfectly adapted to Neptune's intense windstorms. These appendages are incredibly thin yet strong, allowing the creature to catch high-speed winds and glide with minimal effort. This adaptation is crucial for conserving energy in Neptune's nutrient-sparse environment. By adjusting the density of its body, the Vortex Glider can navigate between the upper atmosphere and the deeper ocean layers. This ability allows it to exploit different ecological niches and avoid predators. The Vortex Glider's bioluminescence is used for communication, predation, and defense. It can create complex light patterns to signal others of its kind, attract prey, or dazzle predators. When threatened, it can emit a blinding flash of light as a last-ditch defense mechanism, confusing attackers and providing an opportunity to escape. The creature feeds on microscopic plankton-like organisms that float in Neptune's upper ocean layers. By rapidly flapping its wings, it creates a vortex that draws these organisms toward its wide, open mouth, where they are filtered and ingested. Vortex gliders are often seen drifting lazily on Neptune's powerful winds, conserving energy as they glide through the upper atmosphere. However, when they detect a concentration of prey, they can execute sudden bursts of speed and agility. They are relatively solitary creatures but will gather in large groups during mating season. Their bioluminescent displays become particularly elaborate during these times, likely as a form of courtship. Vortex gliders have few natural predators due to their speed and the disorienting effects of their light displays. However, they remain vigilant, always ready to dive into deeper, safer waters if necessary. Next up, we have the Abyssal Strider. The Abyssal Strider is a towering, insect-like creature that traverses Neptune's ocean floor. It has a long, segmented body supported by multiple jointed legs, which allow it to move effortlessly over the rocky and uneven terrain. Its exoskeleton is highly iridescent, reflecting the minimal light in the deep ocean and making it nearly invisible in its dark environment. The Abyssal Strider's exoskeleton is not only tough and protective but also covered with tiny, mirror-like scales that reflect the faint light in the deep ocean. This adaptation helps it blend into its surroundings, making it difficult for predators to spot. Its multiple, jointed legs provide the Abyssal Strider with incredible mobility and stability, allowing it to navigate the challenging terrain of Neptune's ocean floor. These legs are also sensitive to vibrations, helping the creature detect movements of both prey and predators from a distance. Unlike Earth organisms that rely on sunlight for energy, the Abyssal Strider derives its energy from chemical reactions. It feeds on minerals and chemicals released by hydrothermal vents scattered across Neptune's ocean floor, using specialized organs to process these nutrients. The Abyssal Strider possesses unique gill-like structures that allow it to extract oxygen from the water, even at great depths where the oxygen content is low. Abyssal Striders are slow, deliberate creatures, spending most of their time foraging near hydrothermal vents. They use their sensitive limbs to feel their way through the darkness, detecting chemical signatures that indicate the presence of nutrients. These creatures are highly territorial and will defend their feeding grounds from others of their kind. They use their powerful legs not only for locomotion but also as weapons, capable of delivering strong, stabbing blows to deter intruders. The Abyssal Strider communicates with others through low-frequency vibrations that travel through the ocean floor. These vibrations can convey information about territory, mating, and threats. And now, let's meet the Luminacorn, one of Neptune's most enigmatic and mesmerizing creatures. The Luminacorn is a massive, tentacled organism with a central, conical body that emits a soft, eerie glow. Its tentacles are long, thin, and covered in tiny, sparkling particles that shimmer in the water. The Luminacorn floats through the mid-ocean depths, using its tentacles to ensnare tiny particles and microorganisms from the water. The Luminacorn's central body emits a continuous, soft glow that can change colors and patterns. This light is produced by specialized cells that can control the intensity and hue, allowing the Luminacorn to communicate, attract prey, or create illusions to deter predators. The Luminacorn's tentacles are incredibly long and flexible, extending outward to create a massive net that can trap small organisms and particles. These tentacles are covered in tiny, light-sensitive cells that detect changes in the water around them, allowing the Luminacorn to react quickly to the presence of prey or danger. The Luminacorn has developed a unique adaptation to maintain buoyancy in Neptune's dense waters. Tiny, reflective particles embedded in its tentacles and body help to reduce its overall density, allowing it to float effortlessly. The creature can also expel water from specialized cavities to adjust its buoyancy and change depths. This creature relies heavily on chemical signals in the water to find food and communicate. It has a highly developed sense of chemoreception, allowing it to detect the slightest trace of nutrients or pheromones over long distances. The Luminacorn is a passive feeder, floating through the water and extending its tentacles to create a vast, drifting net. As tiny organisms and particles drift into this net, the tentacles contract, bringing the captured prey toward the central body for digestion. The Luminacorn uses its bioluminescence for various purposes, from attracting mates to deterring predators. It can produce dazzling light shows that mesmerize other creatures, either drawing them in or frightening them away. These displays are not random but follow complex patterns that convey specific messages to others of its kind. While the Luminacorn is large, it is not without threats. It avoids predators by using its light displays to create illusions or distract them. Its ability to change color and pattern quickly can confuse attackers, allowing the Luminacorn to make a slow escape. Luminacorns are generally solitary but will come together in large groups for mating. During these gatherings, their light displays become even more elaborate, creating a spectacular underwater light show that can be seen from miles away. Now, let's explore how these three unique creatures might interact with each other in the alien oceans of Neptune. the Vortex Glider might use its speed and agility to avoid the grasping limbs of the Abyssal Strider, while still risking the depths to capture nutrient-rich microorganisms stirred up by the Strider's movement. The Abyssal Strider, although primarily a bottom dweller, occasionally ventures closer to the surface to scavenge, keeping an eye out for the Luminacorn. While not predatory, the Luminacorn's light displays could inadvertently attract the attention of predators or other creatures looking for an easy meal, which could threaten the more vulnerable creatures nearby. The Luminacorn drifting above, its tentacles moving gently with the currents, casting a soft glow over the Abyssal Strider. Meanwhile, the Luminacorn's light shows can attract smaller creatures, which both it and the Vortex Glider might feed on. But the Luminacorn's ability to manipulate light also makes it a master of deception, creating illusions that confuse would-be attackers or competitors, securing its place in the delicate balance of Neptune's deep ocean ecosystem. And there you have it, a glimpse into what life could look like on the faraway planet of Neptune. From the agile Vortex Gliders to the massive Abyssal Striders and the enigmatic Luminacorns, it's a world full of wonders that challenge our understanding of life. These creatures remind us just how diverse and unpredictable life can be, especially on a planet as mysterious as Neptune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And let me know in the comments which planet you want us to explore next. We've got a whole universe to discover, and I can't wait to explore it with you. Until next time, keep looking up.